Have you been asked to be on a Google Hangout panel and you're not so sure how to navigate it, how to make sure your camera's set up? And I remember the first time I was asked, I was like, oh, how do I do that? And I've been having that question asked to me. So I'm Ellie Walsh. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what I did. I started a Google Hangout for myself and just learned how to navigate through. So let me show you how to do that. Let's open up a browser. We'll go over here. We'll type in plus.google.com. Now, you have to have a Google Plus account. If you have a Gmail account, you already have a Google account, and you just hook up a Google Plus account for that. And if you already have one, here we are. Here's mine. So when you get to your account page, come on over here to where it said Home, this drop down, and go to Hangouts on Air. And then come over here and start a Hangout just for yourself. This way, we'll be able to see the screen. You'll be able to see the different areas to navigate, how to make sure your camera's set up. Let's start it. Now, when you're invited into a Google Plus panel, it's a different screen you're going to get, of course. You're going to get a screen that tells you to join. This here, because we're starting this to test this, we'll just call it test. We're not adding anybody else in here. And we're going to tell it start Hangout on Air. You see up here it's saying preparing broadcast. Okay, so here we are. I'm not going to really start a broadcast. We don't have to broadcast this to the world. But this is kind of what you should be seeing. You should be seeing yourself, and you should be seeing the screen like this. And I don't have mine all the way as wide as it can go, just so that we can make sure that you'll see everything in here. I'm using a screen capture software to get this right now. If you're seeing a time lag from my talking and my mouth moving, that'll happen sometimes in Google Plus, and especially since I'm doing a screen capture of this. So that happens. It's not a big horrible deal. We deal with that. If you're not seeing yourself right away, the first thing to do is to come up here. Here's probably the most important button, the settings button. See, when I hover over this, it says settings. So let's click that. And here's what you'll see. Now, make sure your webcam is chosen in here. Whatever your webcam is called. This is mine. Here's my other plugins I have. So make sure your webcam is chosen in here. If you have trouble, there is a help link, so go check that out. If your camera's not showing up there, make sure it's nothing else is using it at that point. Here is for your microphone. Right now, I have this configuration that is actually an earplug and a microphone, so I'm running off of that, but most people are going to use their webcam. You know, if you don't have a separate microphone, use your webcam. That works out perfect. Here's probably the most important one is the speakers. If you have this coming out of your external speakers, you're going to get feedback and coarse feedback throughout the the Google Hangout. So you want to make sure that you have earbuds. This is mine here. Again, this is a speaker, an earbud and a microphone. So I've chosen this. You want to get earbuds and put them into your computer, or a headset and put that into your computer so you don't cause. And you can test here. Test the sound and make sure that your earbuds are working. So you can do that again before you ever, show up on a Hangout. This here, I promise you I'm not too sure what that's about. We'll leave it at voice. We'll leave that clicked because I've always had it that way and it works good. And tell it save settings. If you look up here, if this is red, I'll turn it off for a moment. You see, if that's red, it means your camera's off. That's kind of great. If you all of a sudden have to do something while people are talking, you can shut your camera off. Let me turn it back on. And lots of times when you come in, this might be red, which means you're muted. So unmute it. I mean, everything when you hover over this, it tells you what it's for. There's an exit button. So we have all of that. And over here on the left side, you'll see this chat button. You can click this. Well, let me show you. You actually don't see this full screen. Let me bring this down. When you're in a hangout with other people, you see yourself again down here, and you will see the other people in here. And you are you go in alphabetical order by your first name. So however you fit in there, you'll be there. And so if you want to chat with these people, if you want to say something to somebody while somebody else is talking, you can click that chat button. And let me bring us back up again. I don't have full screen here. And you can start to, do a group chat. It's actually down further where you put it in. Screen share is just that. If you're in that Google Hangout and somebody's going to go and they say, can you share your screen with us? You click that screen share and it will bring your screen up. Question and answer you don't see as just a panelist, only if you're starting a broadcast. Capture, you actually can take a snapshot of everybody in there, where I showed you the people down at the bottom. And here's a good one. This is one that I use a lot. I don't use this one. The Hangout Toolbox. When you click that, the first time you click that, it's going to ask you if you will download the app. Tell it yes. I've already done that. That's why it's in here. And if you click this first head thing over here, I don't know what else to call it. It's called a lower third. So you see my name is already printed in here. I probably put that in already. If you turn this on, your picture comes up and your name. And so everybody in the panel can have that. You can put your Facebook page in there for whatever reason. Just, maybe you want people to see, where to come to find you, or just so everybody has your name. So you can put that on. And then it'll stay on. You can move it out, and you end up with a big screen again. So this is just so again, we didn't start a broadcast. You're just in here because when you close out from here, your settings, as long as you saved settings up here, they should stick. When you're going to join that Google Hangout, somebody sends you a link now and they say be on the panel. You'll join the link, you'll click join, you'll come in, and you should basically see what we're seeing right here. If not, now you know where to go. Go to see if your camera or your microphone is turned on or off, and go check your settings and see that everything's in there. And then you should be good to go. So go ahead in and make believe you're starting a broadcast. And you can kind of get used to this, so the first time you do it, you don't feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. If you have any questions, come on over and talk to me at my Facebook page. At the end of this, I'll show you that my link to get there. And right now, I want you to know I'm working my business. So that's pretty cool, right? I'm having a good time doing that. If you want to know how I do that, come on over to the Facebook page and ask me. I hope this helped. Have a great day.